Test. 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 Test 1, 2, 3. 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 Hello. Say hi if you're inside. We will begin in about 7 minutes, okay? How's everyone doing? Can you all hear me? Hi. Can hear? Okay, that's great. Okay, so we just chill first while waiting for more people to come in, and we will begin at 7 p.m., okay? So today we will be going through P5 English. All right, different components. Hope you guys have had your dinner. Is there Kahoot? Hold on, let me just... No, today there's no Kahoot, okay? We will have Kahoot on selected lives only. But please do still tune in, all right? P5 students, aw, yeah. It's okay. Have you won something before? User 74? Hello, Hihi. Hi. No? Okay. Don't worry, we have like a lot of TikTok lives with Kahoot. So there's still a chance to win. I used to go here? You mean A grader? What, did you leave or did you graduate or what? I finished the assignment. You mean this worksheet? WL? You left. Okay. P3 English, yes. In our branches, right? We have P3 classes. We offer P3 classes. You can go on to our website, okay, to know more. Oh, that's great. You did the worksheet already. Good. I went to the one near Nexus Wrangle. Oh, okay. All right. It's holidays, right? It's the holidays, right? Some of you are away on vacation. Are you planning to go on vacation? You remember you saw me? Where did you see me? Is it in one of the boot camps? Boot camps, yeah. I do teach. What was the last boot camp? Was it P5 English? Yeah, I thought P5 English. Are you a P5 student as well? Hi, Crystal. I'm going to P5. Yeah, okay, I'm P5. Okay, so if you're going P5, okay. So we do have webinars, right? You can join us if you want to. Okay, and there's a free trial also. Okay, you can log in. register for a free trial. You can click on the link. Okay, P5. So everyone's P5, good, because I'm going through a P5 paper, right? I'm from Jurong Green, and I also teach online. And P4 going P5 or P4 P4 in 2025? Oh, so you're going P5 JSL. Okay. Oh, you're from Sengkang CCA grader. Hello, nice to see you. Or nice to know you. Hello. Okay, about 3 more minutes, okay? And from Jurong Green CC, really? You're P4 going P5. I do teach English at Jurong Green. Which day are you enrolled? JSL. Saturday. Okay, I take the Thursday class. 2 more minutes and we will begin. Hope you guys have had your dinner. Hi, Fiza. You take English and math? Where at? Which branch? We haven't had dinner. I will eat and see the live. Okay. You don't know? You don't know where you're enrolled at? I take at Sembawang. I see a lot of A-grader students. Hello. Same. Okay. Feel free to participate, okay? 1 more minute and we will begin. Hello, patient. I'm going to take Tiong Bahru. Oh, that's nice. Oh, your name starts with M and TikTok account is just like random. Okay. Any specific reason why it's JSL? At the Sembawang MRT station. Okay. Random, is it? Oh, WL stands for Wen Le. Okay. For fun. Okay. All right. It's 7 p.m. Okay. So we have this worksheet here, right? You can get it from the link in bio. You can get your worksheets there, okay, to refer. Otherwise, you can just do as we go along together. All right. My name is Teacher Arina. Hello, everyone. Okay. Welcome to P5 English Revision. I'll be going through grammar MCQ, pre-close, and SNT. And if we have more time, then obviously more. Okay. So we have structured live webinars. We have already started. Okay, so it's been taught by the same teachers from the TikTok lives that you see like almost every day. All right, so you can actually register for a free trial. All right, so without further ado, I will begin. Okay. Let's begin with number 1. This is grammar MCQ. Okay, we have 10 questions. Amy spotted. Okay, so again, okay, we'll be going through question by question. So you can just answer, okay? So for question 1, what's the answer? All right, and then we will see how you do at the end of the section. Okay, so number 1, let me just make it bigger. Amy spotted her brother blank into the kitchen just as she was heading upstairs. Okay, is it number 1, sneaks, number 2, sneaked, number 3, sneaking, or number 4, had sneaked? Which one? Okay, most of you wrote 3. Why? Why 3? Very good, everyone. Okay, so 3. Oh, Patience is my mom's name. Okay, so why 3? Okay, spotted her brother sneaking. This is what the brother was doing. Action. Okay? Ongoing action. Okay, for those of you who have the worksheet, ongoing action. Crashed is past tense. Crashed? What's the word crashed? Okay, so ongoing action that was happening when Amy was like observing, okay, or Amy spotted. Okay, so the main verb here is spotted. Okay, so this is the ongoing action that was happening, so therefore sneaking. Okay, number 3. All right, next, number 2. The students have submitted their assignments blank day, the teacher asked. So what's the answer? This one is a question tag question, right? 4? So most of you wrote number 4. Okay, why number 4? Very good. The answer is number 4. Okay, why? Why number 2? Didn't they? Why? It's not number 2, okay? The answer is number 4. Okay, so you have to identify your verb here, which is have. So what is the matching verb? Okay, so over here it is positive, right? So you need your negative tag. So it will be haven't they. Okay, the matching tag. Okay, so videos, this one. Okay, yes, very good, WL. Wen Le. Today nothing math, today not math, today English. I'm not too sure when math is, but tomorrow is science. All right, probably Thursday or Friday. I think Friday. Yes. Does that answer your question? Yeah. So you can actually check on the website, right? You love science, that's great. Tomorrow science. Okay, number 3. The group of researchers blank to come up with a cure for the virus within the next year. So we have hope, hopes, hoped, and hoping. This one a bit tricky, is it, for some of you? What do you think? Some of you say 1, some of you say 2. Someone said 4, 2. What are we looking at here? You have to take note, right? What's the subject? Wait, which question? I'm at question 3. Honey? Definitely not 3. Okay. 2. Okay, so over here, you have to identify correctly, right? Because it's like one of the tricky questions, right? So over here, this one is a collective noun. So you look at this. You look at group instead of researchers. Okay, don't be fooled by this question. Okay, now that I tell you that group is one group, right? One group means singular. What will be your answer? For those of you who got it wrong, okay? Yes. So singular needs Superman, right? I always tell our students, singular needs Superman. So the answer will be number 2. Okay, hopes to come up with a cure for the virus within the next year, and it's present tense. Okay, they plan to come up with it, okay, within the next year. Okay, so then number 3, somebody said obviously wrong, right? Because past tense. Yeah, you're correct. Oh man. Okay, good job, everyone. Okay, so all right, when there's this kind of question, right, it's called a collective noun question or a group word question. Okay, so sometimes you have like the bouquet of flowers. Okay, I test you again. Bouquet. 1, is it singular? Is it followed by a singular verb or plural verb? Bouquet of flowers. Can answer me in the chat? I mean, IT students should get this correct, but sometimes we forget, right? Okay, I ask you again, okay? The bouquet of flowers, is it followed by a singular verb or a plural verb? Somebody said plural. Catherine said plural. Bouquet, one bouquet. So this is again the testing you on the collective noun or the group word, right? Bouquet, that's one bouquet. Unless I say bouquets of flowers, in which it will be plural. Okay, followed by a plural verb. Can? Let's move on to question 4. Okay, Jamie blanked on her project for 2 hours when her computer crashed. Okay, thank you for your answers. Okay, we're moving on to the next question, which is number 4. Okay, so had worked, have worked, had been working, or have been working. This one 3. Confident? 3. 3. Everyone confident with your answer? Okay. If you're confident, then can you explain to me why? 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 When do you use past perfect tense, or in this case, past perfect continuous tense? You need to explain back to teacher, right? Why? Because past tense? Because of crash, because it's past tense. Okay, during my lesson, I always get my students to explain back to me, so you know that you understand. Okay, so when her computer crashed, all right, so this is the first action. This is the later action crashed. Okay, when you have an earlier action and it was an ongoing action, you use the past perfect continuous tense. All right, in this case, she was working on it. Okay, so the answer will be number 3. Okay, so the answer is number 3. Okay, and you have the crashed here. So then you use your past perfect. Will you be teaching tomorrow someone else for science? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to write down the notes for those of you who have the worksheet. Please do write down the notes, okay? Okay, so ongoing action in the past. Hopefully my handwriting is okay. Before another past. Oh, tomorrow is your PSLE result. All the best. It's tomorrow, right? Yeah. All the best to all of you getting your results, okay? Before another past action. Okay, so I would always say this is the earlier action and this is the later action. Okay, so over here you need your past perfect. All right, and it was an ongoing action. Okay, is everybody clear with this? Okay, give me a heart if you're clear. Hello, juniors. Clear already, clear. Okay, good. Okay, all right. So take note. Whenever there's a sequence of actions, right? That's when you use your past perfect. Okay, and then you have to take a look. Is it an ongoing action? Yes. If it's ongoing action, then you use the continuous form. Okay, can? All right. Let's move on to question 5. We must hurry. If we blank our train, we will be stranded at the station. Father warned us. Okay, we are at question 5 now. So you can answer for question 5. Okay, is it miss, misses, missed, or missing? Wow, everybody's so clever. So far, nobody got it wrong. Okay, this is a conditional question, right? Okay, so this will be the first conditional. All right, so expresses a real possibility. Okay, it expresses a real possibility. Okay, let's write it down. It could happen. That's what they're trying to say. Okay. And then for first conditional, very good. I got 60 out of 64 for my P4 English. Excellent. So you're going P5. Angel? Okay, so it expresses a real possibility. So you use present tense, which is number 1. So this is the structure, okay? This one present tense, then also there will be the will there. Okay? All right. All right. How does one get into teaching? You can just apply, yeah? Or you can start tutoring students first, get some experience. Yeah. Good job for those of you who got it right. Okay, is it clear? So this is first conditional. So it's if we, present tense, plus the will. Okay. Okay, let's move on to question 6. Okay, you can answer for question. Can go a bit faster. What about those students who need me to go slower? So I need to be at the right pace. I don't want to be too fast, right? MCQ, my fave. Okay, I've gone for childhood education. Early childhood for the younger kids. Yeah. Okay, so this is to, oh, how does one get the teaching? You go into NIE, right? NIE education, right? So this is too blank luggage for me to carry. You ought to help me, Alice complained. Much, many, little, or few. Which one? This is too what? So you have to identify luggage. Is it countable? Is it uncountable? So for grammar MCQ, there's always a different question types, right? You have to identify them correctly. So there's the question tag question, there's countable, uncountable, demonstratives, and all that. So this one will be your countable and uncountable. So some of you say 2, some of you say 1. Can you count luggage? Yes, we do teach editing. We have the editing section, but not today. Okay, so over here, luggage, which is uncountable. So for those of you who got it wrong, now you know there is an uncountable noun. Can you tell me what is the correct? Yes, furniture is uncountable as well. Can you tell me what's the correct answer? Clever, right? Okay, so some info. Okay, so this one will be number 1. Okay, so you first identify whether it's countable or uncountable, right? Then you have to see the context of the question. Is it too much? Too little? Okay, so use your elimination method. Okay, this one uncountable, right? So many cannot, few cannot, because that's for countable. Okay, so then you have much and little. So if there's 2, you cannot carry, you need someone to help you. So it means that it's too heavy, right? So it'll be too much. Okay, number 1. All right. Okay. So luggage is basically classified under uncountable. Okay. So number 7. Blank Alex does not know how to cycle. He cannot take part in the competition. 1, since. 2, while. 3, unless. Or 4, although. Okay, bye-bye, honey, please. So this one is your connectors, right? So which one? What is it telling you? Testing you on reason, right? So for reason, we have the answer since, okay? He doesn't know how to cycle, so he cannot take part in the competition. So it's reason, okay? Reason. All right, so you use since for reason. You use while to show contrast. Okay, contrast. Can you use while to show contrast? Or you can use while for like 2 things happening at the same time. Okay, so while Alex was cycling, it started to rain. Okay, so for contrast, it'll be while Alex knows how to swim, he prefers not to. Okay, so unless is also for contrast. Okay, it introduces a condition. All right, we will go into that. There are more questions on unless later. And although it's also for contrast. So over here, the only thing that is suitable is reason. Okay, connector of reason, which is since. All right. Okay, although also means even though. So although Alex knows how to cycle, he chooses not to take part in the competition. All right, number 8. I've answered this question. There's no Kahoot today. Okay, there's no Kahoot today, guys. Number 8, Sandy Blank be traveling to Japan for an overseas exchange program next week. She cannot wait to try the local cuisine. This one very easy, right? Oh my, it's very easy, right, this one? So, it hasn't happened yet. Next week. Next week. So, therefore, your answer will be number 1. Okay? Happening in the future, answer number 1. Okay? Can shows more to ability. All right. Number 9. Have you discovered what the cause of yesterday's internet outage blank? Asked Adam. No. Yesterday's internet outage. What would it be? Some of you wrote 3, some of you wrote 1. Have a mixture of answers. Or are you guys answering for the previous question? So how about this one? Is it number 1 or number 3? 3? Yes, yesterday's internet outage passed. Okay, passed. So then, also singular. Okay. So therefore, the answer will be singular and past. Your answer will be number 3 was. Simple, right? Simple. Okay. Number 10. Last grammar MCQ question. I care blank my dog's health by ensuring it gets enough exercise every day. For, with, over, after. Would you say care for? Would you say care with? Would you say care over? Or would you say care after? Which one is correct? Yeah, so you would say, oh, you're right, you're right. Thank you for pointing that out. It's because of the cause. They're asking you for the cause. Yeah, so singular. Okay, thank you. Okay, the cause is singular. All right, so the answer is number 1. I care for my dog's health by ensuring it gets enough exercise every day. Okay, so the answer is number 1. All right, so you care for something, which means you are concerned about something. Okay, so care for. Okay, so you don't say care with. With would be, when you use with, it's for like accompaniment. Okay, and then you have over, you would say worried over something. Okay, and then after, you would say look after. Okay, so therefore the answer is you care for something. Okay, you're concerned about. All right. Okay, so let's move on to the next component. Okay, so there are 2 interesting things that happen to us very often. Okay, I'm gonna let you have like a few seconds to kind of look through it. Okay, so are we ready to begin? Okay, come, let's start. Anyone wants to answer the first question? Okay, so there are 2 interesting things that happens to us very often, yet we take little notice of them and possibly never try to find blank anything about them. So find out, yes. Okay, find out. All right, so the answer is find out. Okay, so highlight find. Okay, and your answer is to find out. Very good. Okay, it means to discover or learn something new. All right. Okay, anything about them? These 2 small but interesting events are turning white in the face and blushing. Okay, so let me write clearly. This is find out. People seldom bother to learn why these things what place. These things. Okay, what is the answer for question 2? Basically, they're saying why these things happen. Okay. Yes, very good. Okay. So these things take place. Okay, so it means to happen. Okay. So this thing here, all right, means happen or occur. Okay. Very good. You got all right for now. Very good. Okay. Not too hard. Okay, let's move on. We know that under blank circumstances, when we are relaxed, our heartbeat is usually between 60 blank 90 beats a minute. So we know that under what circumstances? Why some or certain? So you have to be careful. You have to take note. What are the clues? What are your clues, right? So when we are relaxed, so this would be what? No, not these. Most circumstances. When are you relaxed? Most of the time, yeah, you're right. Okay, but it's usually under normal circumstances. Okay, under normal circumstances. Okay, the usual. Okay, so normal. Okay, not most. All right, normal circumstances. Okay, circumstances. So here, when we are relaxed, our heartbeat is usually between this one. They will usually test you on this sometimes. All right, so what would it be? Between. Your clue is between. And then what is the connector here? It's not two, okay? Between is always paired with, and they will always test you this, okay, usually, sometimes, okay, so it'll be and, okay? Your clue is between. Can you remember that and star that? Okay? So remember that and star that, between and, okay? All right, good job, okay? Good job, everyone. YS, Visa, Catherine, Ima, Hihi, Catherine, yeah. You repeated your answer. Okay. Crystal, you know already? So between is always paired with N, okay? Angel as well. Ken? YS? Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Okay, when we exert ourselves, our heart beats faster and our heart rate blank. So when you exert yourself or when you're doing some exercises, for example, your heart rate, what? Increases. Okay, your heart rate increases. Okay, we're talking about number. Okay, it'll be increases. Very good. Okay, let's arrow that. Good job. Okay, everyone got it right. This is because certain muscles in the body have to do more work, so blood is blank in these muscles. Okay, not transported. They didn't say anything about movement yet. Blood is what in these muscles? We are talking about these muscles, right? So what is a repeat of certain muscles? Okay, so they actually what? Have to do more work. So blood is what here in these certain muscles? You gotta understand the sentence. It's actually needed. Okay, blood is actually needed in these muscles. Okay, needed. All right. Okay, so when we are frightened, our brain receives a message to transfer blood from certain what of our body, such as our face and hands. So this is the example, right? So what is the answer? What of our body? Yes, very good. Yes, very good. Everyone got it right. Okay, so parts, or you can say areas of our body. Okay? They even go on to tell you some of the examples, right? Okay, areas of the body also can. Okay, to the muscles of our legs. Okay, so then again, they tell you again, okay, so needed in these muscles, right? So then they would transfer blood. Now they tell you they would transfer blood to the muscles that need them. Okay, Understand? So that's why it's important for you to read the whole passage first and understand, and then you answer, okay? All right, so this will prepare the legs to run from the what of fear or fright to the what? From the what? Something that causes you to be scared. So it will be source of your fear, okay? Source of fear or fright, okay? Something that causes you to be scared, that will be your source of fear, okay? Yep, refers to the origin or the cause of your fear, all right? So when we blush, now we're talking about when we blush, okay? So hence our face turns pale. So this one is what? Talking about turning white in the face. Okay, now we are going to talk about blushing. Okay, so when we blush, we turn red in the cheeks or neck. This happens when a sudden emotion, then you have S here. S, collocation. And then they go on to give you the examples, which is embarrassment or happiness. Okay, so it will be such. Very good, everyone. Good job. Okay, so such as. Okay. Okay, let me see. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, everyone got it right for such. Good job. Okay, so just arrow that, such as. When this happens, tiny blood vessels just below the surface of the what dilate. So you have to understand this whole thing that is going to go, that you're going to read, okay? So then what causes, it causes you to blush, right? So then you talk about the blood vessels just below, okay, the what? Okay, they are more visible on the face and neck, blank the skin. So this will be the same kind of answer, skin. Okay, so the answer will be skin. Okay, so sometimes your answers are in the passage itself. That's why it's very important for you to read. Okay, as these vessels are filled with blood, they are more visible on the face and neck, what the skin in these areas. So, goes on to say, is thinner. So what's this? It's more obvious here. Okay, so they are more visible, more obvious, right? They're saying that it's more obvious, right? Okay, so, and then they go on to tell you that it's because it's thinner. So then you have to use the correct connector. Face and neck as, because, right? As, because. Okay? Or since. These are connectors for reason. Right? Very good, everyone. Who said, why then, JSL? Broke your streak. It's okay. Why then? Why a lot of you say then? Then the skin. Why then the skin? It tells you the reason, right? It goes on to tell you the reason, right? Because it's thinner. Okay? Reason. So it's more obvious. Okay. Oh, are you guys at the next question? I'm not there yet. Okay, so when this happens, people begin to what? Hot and uncomfortable. So when you're blushing, you're feeling all embarrassed, you're feeling all, what else? Or sometimes they're happy, right? They're saying that. Okay, usually when you're embarrassed, okay, you feel hot and uncomfortable. Feel. Okay? All right. This is how you feel, right? So then, that's your answer. Young people tend to blush more easily, what, the elderly, as compared to the elderly, right? So what's your answer? More. And you have the word more here. When you have more means you're comparing. Okay, keyword more. Yes, then. Very good. So you have then. Okay, when you have your keyword more, your answer is then. Clear? Okay. T-H-A-N, okay? Not T-H-E-N. T-H-E-N is sequence. Okay? Okay, so this is because as we grow blank, we become more experienced with the ways of life. More experience means you grow. Very simple, right? You grow what? You don't grow younger, right? You grow old. Okay, and also we were talking about the elderly, right? It means you grow old. Okay, older. Okay, keywords. All right, we become more experienced with the ways of life. Mature adults are generally able to handle situations better without being affected blank what is said or done. So you don't get easily affected by what people say. Okay, basically. So what would it be? By these things. Okay, you use by to tell you what it is, right? Okay, so affected by. Okay. Okay. In other words, as the young learn to cope with sudden emotions, they blush less often. So when you're younger, you blush more. When you're older, you blush less. That's what they're trying to say. Okay, good job, everyone. How did you do for complete close? Out of 15 blanks. Out of 15 blanks, I only got 2 wrong. Perfect. That's great. Very bad. Why? Yeah, I'm going to give you 5 minutes of break. You may go to the toilet, eat something, drink something, okay, and then come back at 7:38. For the rest of you, we can chit-chat. In the meantime, I got all correct. Good job. I was lagging. I got 1 wrong. Okay, that's good. Okay. Good job. Okay, thank you for the hearts, the ice cream cone, the rose. Thank you. 1 wrong. Good job. This is easier than my school one. I would say that this is pretty okay, not too hard. I got 6 out of 15. But P5 already end. What do you mean? You're primary 6? You're going to be primary 6, is it? IDK how I got best in English in my class. That's very good. Primary 5 in 2025. You don't want to be primary 5? Why? Do they know Kahoot dia? Zizazo? I was lagging. Can you tell me question 21? Here. You need me to explain? So it's more obvious on the face and neck, and then they go on to tell you why. Because the skin in these areas is thinner. Okay, so it's thinner. So then it will be S because you have to use a connector of reason. Okay. I got AL7. It's okay. Keep trying. 82 out of 100 for my English. Okay. My English was AL5. Keep going. Keep improving. Angel, that's great. My science suddenly skyrocketed. That's great. What do you mean by English is the subject of the year? AL6, come, let's improve. AL2, AL3, AL2 for math. Trying to aim for 75. Okay. Keep going. Okay, you can surely improve. All right. Keep doing practices. If you're an A-graded student, keep doing PYPs, right? Keep doing Everloop. Okay. Keep doing your Everloop, guys. All the best for your PSLE result tomorrow. Surely, Crystal, why not? You just have to grasp the concepts of whatever you're learning. It can be the different subjects. Different subjects. You just keep on practicing and make sure you learn from your mistakes, right? 2 more minutes, then I'm going to go through the synthesis. Oh no, pepperoni, is that true? I want to get this live to 10K hearts. Thanks, JSL. P4 to P5 marks is a huge difference, Crystal, because you improved, right? Just now you said. Yes. Oh no, pepperoni. Keep going, okay? Wayne, today no Kahoot. Okay. Very good. Pass all my subjects. Synthesis is my weakest. Again, different question. There are different question types, and you just keep on practicing and make sure you understand. Then you can do it already. Synthesis and complete close is tough. They are tough, but just keep practicing. Okay? Today no Kahoot. Today no Kahoot, guys. User 74. There is no Kahoot. I've said it like 4 times today. But don't leave. We still got 2 more components. I got full marks for MCQ. Perfect. There is no Kahoot. Why today no Kahoot? Kahoot will be on during selected lives only. Okay, move on. Yes, we can. It's 7:38. Perfect. Okay. Okay, come. Liam likes cycling. Emma likes cycling too. I would say that this one, even though it looks super simple, see, I already see so many wrong answers. You have to make sure your SVA, you make sure your SVA is right? My favorite English topic is synthesis and transformation. Okay, make sure your subject and your verb agree. Okay, so both Liam and Emma, is it likes or like? Plural. So it would be like. Okay, so both Liam and Emma like cycling. Okay, let's write it down. Okay, I'm going to write it in red, like cycling. Okay, guys? This one will be plural. So you have to have your plural verb. Okay? Okay? Very observant. Good job. Who's that? Nathan, father and mother. Let's pick one. Father, okay? We follow the question. Okay, come. So what's this one? Lisa told her father, I ate a sandwich last night. This is reported speech, right? So, okay, maybe this one a lot of you kind of like find it tough, okay, for reported speech because you have to change, right? Change your tense, you change your pronouns, change the time, okay? So, firstly, you have to identify what you need to change, okay? Crystal, I heard that you can actually use that, okay? But sometimes it also depends on your school. All right, Crystal. Yeah, Crystal, I just answered you. Okay, so I change in pronoun, ate change in tense, and also last night change in time. Okay, so this one pronoun, tense, time. Okay, so make sure you don't miss out anything. Okay, so Lisa told her father that, so Lisa is a girl, so it's she had eaten. So past to past perfect. Okay? Alright. So had eaten a sandwich. Okay. The previous night. Okay? Can? Alright, I'm correct. Yippee! Okay, so these are your changes. Okay? Because it's last night, last to previous night. Okay? Alright, next. David brushes his teeth. He then has his cereal. I never changed the 8. You have to make sure you highlight, okay, your changes. Alright, so David brushes his teeth. He then has his cereal. So what's the answer? Toby? David brushes his teeth before having his cereal. Okay, that's another answer. What's the answer? Can P6 join? Of course, you can join. Before he had his cereal. Why had? Don't change the tense. This is not reported speech, right, guys? Okay, only change the tense if it's reported speech. Okay? So, if Paul, why you change the word before to after? The word before. Okay, so don't change that. Okay, so what did he do first? He brushed his teeth first, right? So David brushes his teeth before he has his cereal, or you can say before having his cereal. Okay, what's happening here? Shad, PCR, and Kathleen, you said what's going on? Scenario melody, because the word before is in the middle of the sentence. It's not at the start of the sentence, so it's in the middle of the sentence, so it's like this. Yep, this is synthesis and transformation. Can? Okay? Clear? Okay, you can say David brushes his teeth before he has his cereal, or you can say before having his cereal. That's fine. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Sandy was delighted that she had won first place in the art competition. So, much to? Very good. Is there a method for synthesis? Yeah, there are rules, right? When you answer. Much to Sandy's delight, she had won. You mean she, right? Shad. Okay. Okay, I'm waiting for some more answers. Much to Sandy's delight. Okay, so after much to is followed by a noun. What? A noun phrase. Okay, so therefore you have to change your delighted to delight. Yes, Sandy's name should be first. Okay, so much to Sandy's delight. Sandy's delight. Okay, you have to read your answer. Okay, make sure it makes sense. Okay, so yes, because if you put she, then who is the she? Yep. So much to Sandy's delight, comma. She had won first place in the art competition. Okay? Can? Much to Sandy's delight, she had won first place in the art competition. Okay, so make sure you know or remember that after much to will be your noun or noun phrase. Okay, study this question. All right, last one. Okay, this is not the last one, but this is the last one for SMT. Okay, so unless, let me see, miss some of the comments. Okay, most of you got it right. Okay, much to her delight is not right. Okay, much to Sandy's delight. Okay. Thanks. Okay, so okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, 10K likes, very good. Okay, thank you guys. All right, so let's move on. So unless, okay, what's the meaning of unless? Right. So a lot of students get confused. Okay, what's the meaning of unless? How to do this question? Okay, unless means if not. Unless also means except if. Unless also means negative outcome if condition is not met. Okay, which one fits you or which one is easier for you? Okay, so for me, I would think that the negative outcome if condition is not met is the easiest one, okay, for me to work with. Okay, so firstly, you have to identify the condition. So I'm going to take my time to explain. Okay, so firstly, you have to identify the condition, and the condition always comes after the word unless. So what is my condition? What is my condition? To have the pass, right? This is my condition. Okay, okay, and then goes the negative outcome. So take note, you say the condition already, then after that it will be your negative outcome. So it doesn't mean that negative outcome will always have the word not. Sometimes it doesn't. So that's why you have to make sure you understand your sentence. Okay, so unless you have this pass, okay, unless you have this pass, is my second part of the sentence gonna have not or no? You cannot change. Ardila, you cannot change, you won't be allowed. You cannot, you have to stick to the question. Yes, okay, you will not. So negative outcome. Okay, so over here will be your condition. Over here is your negative outcome. Okay, so unless you have this pass, right, you will not be allowed to enter the exhibition. Okay, live started at 7. Okay, so yeah, like this. So some of you feel that except if is easier. Except if you have this pass, you will not be allowed to enter the exhibition. So see what works for you. Okay. During exam or something, can we change this to the? No, you cannot change. All right, you cannot change. The only time you can change is when it's reported speech, where you can change the tense, the time, the pronoun. Otherwise, you should stick to the question. Okay? Sorry, can you explain it again? Okay, unless, okay, it means, okay, unless is used, okay, to kind of introduce a condition. Okay, it means negative outcome if condition is not met. Okay, so identify your condition first. If you don't have this particular thing, you cannot do something. Okay, that is the condition. All right, so you need to have this pass, Sanrio. Okay, so unless you have this pass, you will not. This is the negative outcome. So you make sure that the second part of your sentence is negative. You will not be allowed to enter the exhibition. Can? Okay? Alright, let's move on to our last component. Okay, so Sanrio, if you have difficulty with this, you just do more. Okay, you just keep on doing more of these unless questions. Alright, let's move on to this one. Okay, so okay, can we take a look at the words? Usually, right, I will tell my students, okay, look at all the words here. Then you read, then you answer. Okay, don't just dive into answering straight away because you might not get it right. And then when you answer, you need to cancel and eliminate. So later when you're confused, right, you know what you've used. Okay, anyway. So, and, but, so, how, when, what, by, in, was, were, that, to and between. Okay, this is a very interesting passage. It's about, what's this? So food binding. Okay, so let's begin. Throughout history, women have had to endure horrible things to be deemed beautiful. Yes, Peishan, I'm aware of that. Yeah, actually 8 minutes left. Okay, so the ancient tradition of food binding in China, however, takes the beauty is pain concept to what whole new level? This is, okay, what's the answer? All right, so mentioned for the first time, to a whole new level. Okay, all right, okay. In the early 10th century, Emperor Li Yi of the southern Tang dynasty in China ordered one of his slave girls to bind her feet in silk ribbons, blank dance on a platform littered with golden lotus flowers. This is primary 5. So do what? He ordered he ordered her to bind her feet. Then after that, dance. So what's the answer? What's the answer for this one? Focus. P. Silk ribbons to dance. First bind. Second, dance. So the answer is actually C. Okay? Addition. Okay? So these are two actions. Okay. At first, foot binding was practiced only blank those within the royal court, but soon, women of all social classes were eager to have dainty, beautiful feet. We are now at question 33. At first, foot binding was practiced only what those within. So it will be, these are the people doing it, right? We talked about this. So it will be, yes, J, right? By these people, okay? Those within the royal court. So it will be J. By, okay? All right. Okay, everybody? All right. So, but soon, women of all social classes were eager to have dainty, beautiful feet, right? So blank did foot binding do to the feet? It's not when, right? They're not talking about time, right? So it will be, I have a mixture of answers. So it's actually what did, why would it be F? How? How is telling you in what way, Fiza? Okay, it's not F. Okay, it's what. What did it do to the feet? Okay. What is it exactly? H. Okay. Young girls would have their feet bound for the first time. Blank, they were about 5 years old. This is telling you the time, right? So it will be, if you're telling you the time or the period, so it will be which pronoun? Yes, it will be when they were G, when. Okay, when they were about 5 years old. Their mothers would take long lengths of cloth. I am going fast. Their mothers would take long lengths of cloth and bind the feet so that the toes would bend under and the bones in the foot would break, forcing the front and the back of the foot together. Can you imagine that? Okay, giving the appearance of high arch and tiny foot. The ultimate foot was to be what? 3 and 4 inches long. So we talked about this just now, right? During Compre Close. What and end. Tell me you've learned something. Okay, tell me you've learned something. So this one will be between. Yes, between is paired with and. So the answer is Q, between. Okay. Okay, over the course of about 3 years, a girl's foot would be broken numerous times. Blank, get it to the perfect shape. You want to get it to the perfect shape. So it will be this happening, then this. So it will be to get it to the perfect shape. So you want to get it to a perfect shape, you have to, it has to be broken numerous times. So B, right? That's the process of it, okay? 2. All right. Since foot binding made it virtually impossible for women to get around on their own, many peasant women did not bind their feet because they had to work, okay? They had to work in the rice fields and later the tea factories. Blank, they had to be able to use their feet. See, as a result, they had to be able to use their feet. So what's the answer? What's the connector that you want to use? What's the connector that you want to use? Very good. All correct. For those of you who got all correct. Okay, good job. As a result, right? So as a result, you use so, okay? So E. Foot binding what seen as a sign of beauty and attractiveness? This is in the past. To be, so in the past, was seen, okay? It's in the past. Okay, so the answer is L, was. Okay, lastly, once a girl was of marriageable age, prospective mothers-in-law would come around and pick a wife for her son by the appearance of the girl's feet. Bound feet were thought to be so alluring because they were always hidden. Bound feet were covered in bindings, socks, and shoes, and then doused what perfume? Means like drenched. Doused means like drenched or soaked. So you would say what perfume? And scented powder. They were then hidden under layers of leggings and skirts. So it be K. Okay? K. Good, everyone. That's the last of it. Good job. How did you guys do? Means like you put on a lot. Drench means you put on a lot in this context. Okay? Yep, Sandra, I just answered you. But in actual fact, drench means all wet. Okay? Okay, so how? Out of 10, how did you do? 1 wrong? Okay, good. That's all. Okay, thank you for joining me. Okay, so the next live will be tomorrow. Okay, so P5 Science live tomorrow. Walkthrough of revision of P5 topics. Okay, 1 wrong, very good. Okay, so join us for tomorrow. And then we also, yep, like I said at the start, okay, we have our online webinars. Okay, I'm not a teacher for tomorrow. It will be a science teacher. Okay, it's also at 7 p.m. Okay, I'm not too sure if there's Kahoot for tomorrow, so you have to stay tuned. Okay, so you can join us for a free trial for the webinars taught by the same teachers from TikTok Live. Okay, bye-bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the gifts. Take care. I'm gonna end the live in. Thank you for the 20K likes. Bye. Bye, guys. See you in 2 weeks. Bye. Bye. Okay, bye.